What's poppin', guys? The Weekly Kernel is back, and today I have a very special guest. My dog, Torchy. Aww. And we're matching. Just kidding. So my real special guest was the 2015 Big 12 Newcomer of the Year, a 2015 Team USA World Champion, and she tried out for the Olympics in 2016. She's the 2017 Big 12 Bar Champ and the 2018 Big 12 Floor Champ. And in 2018, she was the co-individual national champion on the vault. She's a four-time All-American, and she helped Oklahoma win its third national championship in 2017. And honestly, I could go on, but I'm not going to. Everyone say hello to my friend and Oklahoma senior, Brenna Dowell.
Hi, guys.
How special do you feel to be the first person to use the special guest bowl?
I feel so special. Look, they match.
Oh. So Brenna actually came in my freshman year, but then her sophomore year she decided to defer and try out for the World's team. She ended up making the World's team and winning the gold medal. So what was that like for you, and how special was it to get to share that moment with your future teammate Maggie Nichols?
That was really special. That was the whole reason that I took that year off, and it was a really hard decision for me to make because it meant giving up kind of a year of college and not being able to be part of your class anymore. And so that was a tough decision. And one of the biggest things was I felt like I had unfinished business in the elite world. And so it was really special to go out there and make the world team. And I had two specific goals that I wanted to accomplish, was to win a medal with the team and to get I have a skill named after me. And so that was my other goal. And it was really cool to be able to go out there and compete with Maggie. And she was actually one of my first roommates to one of our first international competitions. It was the European tour in Italy and Germany, and we were roommates there. So I think we were like 14 or 15, and so it's kind of cool to see it come full circle. And now we were roommates last year, like in college, and so we've just been through a lot together through elite and now through college, and it's really special.
In that year, you were kind of cheering on the OU team still, like from the stands. What was that like for you? Was it kind of weird feeling, or did it give you some sort of a motivational perspective?
It was definitely a weird feeling because I wanted to be out there with the team, but I also knew that I had work to do back home in the elite world, and so I missed being out there and competing in the crimson and cream, and just to watch my team go out and win was really, really special because it was just, that's my team and they're going out there, they're winning another national title, but it was also kind of the feeling that I want to be out there with that team. I want to be competing with them, but I knew that I had 3 more years, so that kind of helped me through it, and it was really weird seeing you guys compete, but it was cool.
So after you won a gold medal and then you came back to OU, how did that kind of change you as a person and change your mindset going into your real sophomore year?
It definitely changed my mindset, and I came back a whole different person. If you ask anyone who was on the team my freshman year, they say I never ever talked. And so I think I definitely matured a lot while I was home. And so I came back a lot more confident in myself, and I wanted to have a good college experience and just go out and have fun with my teammates, because these last 3 years really were my last hurrah. I was done with the elite world for real this time, and I really made some great friends, and it's really cool.
Yeah, and I think that Brenna definitely came out of her shell. Trust me, I'm one of those people her freshman year. She did not talk.
Never.
Look
at him, he's so cute.
I know. You can guest star again if you want. I know his eyes.
So
he likes people more than dogs.
He's about to fall asleep.
So for 3 years you were just competing 3 events, but you've been working hard to get into the beam lineup, and this year you've made your debut and you've been a complete rock star on the beam, and you're very solid. You even have started leading off for us. So how has that been for you? And I know that it was something that you've worked really hard for, and like, how does it feel now to finally be in the beam lineup?
It feels like a dream come true, because kind of coming in my freshman year, I knew that vault bars and floor were my stronger events, but I still wanted to compete beam and compete all around. And I would say one of my biggest goals in college was to compete beam. And so to finally accomplish that my senior year and to actually be in the beam lineup, and KJ is one of the best beam coaches, OU has one of the best like beam lineups in the country, is like such an honor just to make it. And I've been working really hard in the gym and throughout my college career, and this year it finally came together and there was a spot for me, and it's been really cool.
Yeah, and Brenna not only competes beam for Oklahoma, but she does one of the hardest beam routines. She does a standing back handspring full, and I don't really see that ever. And she does a ton of skills. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even need all of them, but she's Brenna, and she wants to do the routine that Brenna wants to do, and she hits it. So,
I mean,
yeah.
I like to do gymnastics. That's cool. And so I think my full twisting back handspring is really cool. And so when I learned it, I worked really hard to get it. And so I was like, I'm never going to let that skill go. I'm going to compete until I'm done with gymnastics, because it took me, I think, 2 or 3 years to get it on the beam. And so I got to college and I didn't want to get rid of it. And I think it's something that's cool, and I love to do cool gymnastics.
Yeah, and you definitely do. So speaking of cool gymnastics, Brenna has a skill named after her, like she mentioned before, the Dowell, which is a front handspring double pike. And I know that that was a really hard skill to learn, but when did you start training that skill?
I think I've been training that skill since I was pretty little. The way that our gym works is we always start with the basics and then just continue to work and keep adding on. My coach always says, build a bear. You work a front tuck, and then you work a double front, and then once you have the double front, you do the double pike. And so I've been working on tramp for a really long time, and I just naturally gravitated towards front tumbling. And so my first year level 10, I was 12, I competed a front handspring double front. And so after that, I had a lot more gymnastics left, and so it's kind of like, what's the next step from there? And it was naturally the double pike, and I think I competed it for the first time when I was 13 or 14, and so I've been doing it for a really long time. But it was really, really cool to go to Worlds and get it named the Dowell, and that was one of the really big goals of mine, and so it's just really special to have it cemented in the gymnastics world forever.
Yeah, it's super cool too, and she's the only gymnast in the NCAA doing a skill named after her, I'm pretty sure. So, Brenna's pretty cool, just saying. At your last meet, you had over 10,000 people attend, which was double the school record. What was that like, experiencing such a big home crowd for the first time?
That was incredible. I think at our last meet, it was against Florida. We broke our attendance record with 5,000 people, and I thought that was a lot of people.
Me too.
And then they told us before the UCLA meet that they had already pre-sold more tickets than our highest attendance. And so they told us they were taking down the curtain, and I was like, wow. And you can always tell how many people are going to be there based on how many people start filtering in really early. And so as we started doing vault and bars, there were already a ton of people, and Tom looked over at us and he said, I think it was bar warm up, which is only our second event, which was probably like an hour and a half before the meet. And he goes, this is more people than we had in our whole first season at OU. And so it's kind of amazing how much they've grown the program. I remember looking at it as we marched in and then kind of competing vault, bars, and beam. And then I looked up and around after beam and saw there'd been even more people. It was full, and we've competed in a lot of arenas that were packed, but they've always been cheering for the other team. So to have that many people cheering for us was really,
it made a big
awesome.
difference.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I told the freshmen before floor, I was like, you're competing for all of these people and they're all cheering for you. So just go out there and have fun.
That's honestly so special. It's really cool to kind of be a part of the program and to see how it's grown over the years, and to have it be so big now. I hope it just continues to grow. So now I'm gonna ask Brenna some pop questions. You ready for this?
No.
Wait, put your popcorn down. I don't want you to spill it.
Okay.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm really not good at this.
Cats.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
Favorite food?
Mashed potatoes.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Yes. Man.
Okay, what's your hidden talent?
My hidden talent is I'm really good at balancing things on my head.
Okay. Do we have something you can... Oh, this. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I could stay here the rest of the interview if you want me to.
What is one thing you couldn't live without?
Books.
Oh.
That wasn't even close.
I know. It's fine.
There's so much popcorn.
It's okay. What's something that nobody knows about Brenna Dowell?
I'm pretty open book. I would say that I'm shy and awkward, but I think that everyone knows that, so.
At least by now. If you could have lunch with anyone, who would it be?
It would be Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Who's that?
He's the guy who wrote Hamilton, and he's really big into musical theater, and he's an awesome writer and writes a lot of cool songs.
So speaking of Hamilton, Brenna's just become obsessed. I don't know if it's recent or how many years it's been going on for, but she's read the book a ton, she sings the music. Pretty sure she's seen the play.
I did.
Yeah. So when did you become so obsessed with Hamilton, and why? What makes Hamilton so awesome?
Well, I'm kind of going out of my Hamilton phase, but I really started listening to Hamilton because my little sister is a theater major, and she showed me Hamilton about a year and a half ago at Thanksgiving. And so she showed it to me, and then I listened to it once, and then I listened to it again and again and again and just kept listening to it. And then I got back in December, and she looks at me and she goes, "How do you know the words to all the songs?" She goes, "Did you listen to it a million times?" I was like, "Yes." It's like a musical about Alexander Hamilton, and he raps instead of singing like the normal like ballad you would get.
That's actually kind of cool.
And so it was really cool, and there's just, the raps are really fun to sing and really cool, and just the message he has. Last season, before every single meet, I would listen to Hamilton. So I'd start with the song Alexander Hamilton, and then Aaron Burr, and then the song that really got me like into the like meet mood was called My Shot, and the like main part of it says, "I'm not throwing away my shot." And so kind of anytime I would get out on the floor, I'd be like, "I'm not throwing away my shot, like this is my time to shine. I'm gonna like take advantage of my opportunity and just kind of go out there and take my shot."
Why didn't we blast Hamilton music in
I
the
don't
locker
know.
room?
You know, I still want to, but no one else.
Do you want to give us a demonstration of a song?
No.
Why?
Because I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. Probably shouldn't brag, but dag, amazing astonishing. Problem is, I got a lot of brains with no polish. Gotta holler just to be heard. With every word I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. Shining a piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These university streets getting colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I have learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk the streets famished. Plan is to fan this spark into a flame. My damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out my name. I'm the ALEXAND. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. King George turns around and runs a spending spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free, so there will be a revolution in this century. Enter me, he says in parentheses. Don't be shocked when history books mention me. I will lay down my life if it sets me free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. Now I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
Wow. Wow. That was really good. That was a performance. I really enjoyed that. Wow. Brenna. She can rap too. Now that you're a senior and you're in your final year of gymnastics, do you have any advice for younger gymnasts or just younger athletes in general?
I think the advice that I would give to younger gymnasts or younger athletes is just to keep working hard, and even if things don't always go your way, just to continue working and pushing through, because I know my gymnastics career didn't go exactly how I planned it to go, and so even if things don't go as planned doesn't mean that they're not going to be awesome. And so I think just I went into the gym, and I wasn't always the most naturally talented gymnast. I had horrible form. I wasn't flexible at all. I didn't have a lot of the things that you needed. But what I did have was a passion for gymnastics, and I was willing to work really hard. I had a lot of fun with it. So if you enjoy it and you want to do something and you just keep working at it, good things are going to happen. So I would just say work hard and enjoy the journey.
Amen. Lastly, this year is almost over, and you're gonna graduate. Do you have any plans, career plans? Are you gonna travel anywhere? What's up? What's Brenna Dowell gonna do?
What Brenna Dowell is gonna do is she is going to graduate in May with my degree in economics, and then I get the chance to study abroad. So I'm going to Italy to take this Mediterranean diet and culture class with two of my best friends who are also on the team. And then I'm going to go to London to study economics. And I'm so excited, and I cannot wait. And then in the fall, I am applying for grad school. So I'm hoping to go to grad school at OU here for economics.
No way!
Yes. And so hopefully I get in, and
yeah,
it'll be amazing.
Oh my gosh, hopefully you do get in, and then you can be in there with me.
Woo!
And not doing gymnastics.
I know, crazy.
That would be so weird. Oh my gosh. Wow. Nice.
Thank you guys for coming and watching the show that Natalie has about Natalie and about me. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe on the button down below. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.
See you next time. Yeah, Brenna.